It's just like so quiet today. Too quiet. Acknowledge how good this car runs. Like, there's been no battery in it for a few days. It has the battery in Miley, but just battery in, starts right up. Love this thing, dude. Once it's done with cold start, it drops down to about 900. But this thing's been doing so good. And it idles smooth for like 15, 20, 30 minutes, and just no overheating, nothing's leaking. It's running good. Turbo, ridiculous. Green tails out here. Woo. Looking nice. Honestly, this color, the electronic green, next to this color, the Mystic Pearl Blue, kind of dope colors. Honestly, as well, this blue interior would be dope in this car as well. So loud, and I'm missing one. I had all four, but I don't know where it went to. I'm missing one. Dude, it's kind of funny. So a long time ago, when I was like much younger, me and my friend Evan and my friend Tyler, we'd ride through the neighborhood on our bikes, and we'd always stop by the house that had cool cars, and like always look in like, oh, what do they have today? It's kind of funny in like a non-cocky way, the slightest bit, but like our house is kind of that spot, because like kids will walk by all the time, they'll stop up there by the driveway and like they'll like look in, and I was that kid looking at whatever cool cars are around, and to see this many cars at one spot's kind of crazy, because like there's a lot of cars here. It's just cool to see. I don't know, I'm super thankful for all this stuff, so it's just cool. I'm glad to share it with you guys, but it's just fun to kind of stand back and look at like, there's a lot of cars here, like a lot of cars here. And I have two US spec Jettas in Germany, plus a UK spec R32, a Pink Floyd in that color, the wagon. I mean, there's just a lot of cool stuff here. I'm thankful for it, and I'm thankful for you guys. So if you guys watch the channel, thank you guys. It means a lot to me. Whew. Driveway is looking good today. All right, let me shut this off. The car's so loud. Exhaust getting done soon. I like to hear it, but I can't even think when this car's on sometimes. Okay. Oh, wow. The quiet's back. So, the plan for today, I told you guys, I never got around to trim painting on this car, which honestly, it's really not in bad shape. Wait, did I do it? No, I didn't trim paint this car, did I? I know I didn't do the bumpers because these were separate. Did I? No, I didn't, because I mean, these aren't trim painted for sure, but these don't look bad. I mean, this car has 122,000 kilometers, so super low miles anyways. I think this is still factory. I mean, it doesn't look bad at all. But you can see this one compared to this, compared to the guiding lip, how gray that is. Gotta paint that for sure. Gotta do the rain trays, door handles, all kind of stuff. So today will be a big trim painting day. We have some nice weather. It's actually starting to warm up here in Germany. Finally. Actually, no, well, during the day it's kind of warm still, but at night, like yesterday morning, it was like 26 degrees, like out of nowhere. So still kind of sucks. But sun's out, nice weather today. We're doing lots and lots and lots of trim painting on this car. So I was going through reading the comments from the last video, and a lot of people seem super excited about the race that will hopefully happen this year between the Pink Floyd, Miley, and the Savoy. And it got me thinking, which car do I think will actually win that race? And I think it'd be between the Pink Floyd and Miley would be the closest race. I think the Savoy would be last for sure. It has the least amount of power, and it's just a bone stock engine. But this one, I mean, the 1.8T I have in this car, it's still stock, but it has an intake, lightweight pulleys. It has a downpipe, so it's a little bit more than stock, and Miley has cams, a tune, exhaust, and intake. So both those cars are just a little bit more than stock. They're not like built or anything like that, but just a little more than stock. So I think between the 1.8T and the VR6 and Miley, that would be a super close race. I think Savoy third. But if I had to like put money on it, who's gonna win first place, I gotta go VR6. You know, I think Miley will be first, Pink Floyd second, Savoy third, I think. But also the Savoy still feels down on power. I'm not sure that car, the intake flap's working properly, or something is off that car a little bit. So for sure, Savoy third until it's running properly. Between the 118 and the VR6, both of the parts that have on them, I think Miley will edge it out by just a little bit. Not by much, but just a little bit. When I raced Tony a while back at his Mark 6 GLI, when he had an intake and a downpipe, I think, on his car, like an exhaust, our cars were neck and neck. The VR6 and the 2.0 turbo out of his GLI, neck and neck the entire way. I think because that engine has more power than the 1.8T does, I think Miley first, Pink Floyd second, Savoy third. Please comment down below what you guys think. But I gotta go VR6, you know? VR6, 1.8T, VR5. I think that'd be the order. And then thinking ahead for that actual video with the 3 cars, I want to do it probably the same style that CarWow does their videos. I want to do a drag race, I want to do a roll race, and then a brake test, and just, I think that would be so sick. Just thinking about it in my head, having all 3 cars lined up and just ripping it, I don't even care who wins, would just be so much fun. So hopefully sometime later this year, we can make that happen. That's the goal. That's our goal for this year, is to make the race happen between all 3 cars. I don't know where yet, but just thinking about it would be so cool. So leave a comment down below. Are you team VR6? Or are you team 1.8T? Or last but not least, are you team VR5? Which honestly, that is a great looking engine bay. Pink Floyd looking all types of pulled apart once again. You can see up here, well, this is off, rain trays out. Actually need these as well. Take these off, we'll paint those. So for today, we're gonna do this section here. We have the lower shark teeth, wiper arms. This for the, I think the rear plinth it's called. We have the engine cover, strut tire caps, rain trays here, rear bumper, front bumper, and then obviously the lip as well. I'll get them today, and then probably tomorrow I'll take the door handle with me to work to hang up and paint them. And I'm curious to see the trim paint on that, how it matches with this, because this is still OEM from factory, and it actually looks pretty good. If it's good and it matches with what I painted with the trim paint, we'll leave it. But if not, we'll come back and tape it off on the car and paint it right here. You can pull these off, but if you know these clips, you can order new ones, but when they're on there from factory, they sit perfect and like nice and flush to the car, no gaps. Once you pull them off for the first time, they kind of warp a little bit, and it's kind of a pain to get them back to exactly like this. So I can leave them on the car, I'm going to do that. If we have to pull them off, we will. But not a big deal. This looks pretty good too. I might do that as well. You can pull these off and do them, but these look pretty good. So we'll do what I have for today. Oh, this as well. I need to do this, and this is only like, this thing's so crusty. This wiper arm has seen, this thing got toasted. So I'm gonna paint the arm, new wiper blade for sure. But yeah, that is pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and prep the bumpers and all taped up, and then we can start trim painting. I always get a ton of questions asking what I use to actually prep before actually trim painting. I actually use brake cleaner and a rag and just wipe it all down wherever you're painting. Super easy. Trim painting is very forgiving, doesn't really run. You have to try super hard to actually make it run. So brake cleaner, a rag, just wipe down your areas and you're set. Yo, listen to this. I think I used every last drop out of that can. I thought I had like 5 or 6 cans, only had 3, so I had to use literally every drop out of each one. But our piece is looking good. Look at this. All looking nice and new. Engine cover looking so good. I covered up the 180 on that side, and the logos over here. We'll put them back on in a minute. And then rain trays. Nice and new. Rear bumper. And then front bumper and the yachting lip. This was the worst piece by far. This thing was like gray, but I can see she's looking brand new. Still got some like scuff marks on it, but that's okay. That's okay. It's looking good. It's just, I love trim paint. You guys know trim paint is my favorite thing ever. That car has trim paint, that car, all of them have trim paint. Actually, that one does not yet. Now, granted, that car has like all paint match bumpers, but I'm still gonna go through and do this slip. We'll do the normal stuff. Rain tray, this, door handles, getting flow. Also, actually it's locked, but yesterday I went through, I didn't film any of it. I actually cleaned the interior of this car. It's looking pretty good. Don't know the plan with this car still, but I figured might as well wash it and just get it cleaned up a little bit. But yeah, let stuff dry, and then I'll probably toss it back on today if there's time. Still got a good amount of light, but I don't want to touch it if it's still wet. So hopefully have it all back on the car today. And then probably head to the store tomorrow and hopefully they have trim paint in stock, because I need more to do the moldings. Well, possibly the moldings, but definitely the door handles. And I still have to do the rear wiper arm, this one. But other than that, I think we got everything. Alright, so Casey had ordered a few parts of the GTI, one of which is a cabin filter, which is this one right here. Now, I've been meaning to order one for the Pink Floyd, because you've seen that cabin filter is toasted, but I haven't yet. So I'm going to try to finesse this one off of her, and I'll order another one because I want to put the rain tray back on and take it back off again, because they're kind of a pain, and I don't want to break the rubber seal because it's all like mint condition. But if you look, this cabin filter, I mean, there was a nest right here, and it's seen better days. So I'm gonna try and finesse one off her and see what she says. Hey, so I brought you some tea. Brought you some tea.
What did you do?
I'm gonna need this.
Why?
You've seen the condition of mine, it's bad. I'll order you another one, but I'm gonna need this one. Do you wanna come see it again? Refresh it.
That's on it?
Let's refresh your memory.
I think it's fine.
No.
Just take that compressor, blow a little bit of it out.
So I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna get you another one. Thanks.
No, I don't think it's the same
I brought you
size.
some sweet tea. It's fine. No, it's good. No, I think it looked.
Yeah,
no,
that's crazy. It looks like it's not gonna fit.
that looks perfect. Oh, look how nice it is compared to that. When I pulled the range out the first time, it was piled high, like this high, with just like little like rats and nests like that. But yeah, this thing is toasted. But yeah, thank you for this. I brought you some sweet tea. It's out there. Thank you.
Can you feed me snacks as well?
I'll bring you some snacks, no problem.
Can you feed them to me?
I will feed them to you, no problem. All right, let's get this thing out of here. Oh yeah. Let me not drop everything down there. There she is. Good as new. Good as new. Release, please. Oh my god. And that's after I cleaned it. If you saw the first video when I opened up the Ranger for the first time, this thing was like piled to like here, and just some sort of mouse was in here for living for I don't know how long, but they were comfy and cozy. Goodness. Okay, well, that's out. This is okay, right? There's a little bit back there, but down there still fairly clean. So we'll toss in our new one and we'll be all set. There it is. Fresh unit. Much better. Look at that. Minty fresh rain tray. All the rubber up here, the seal, completely perfect. And if you know about these rain trays, it's super common for this to crack and crumble. And this side, I mean, that side's really easy to put in, but this side, you have to get the under lip, like under the little metal tab, and then this on top. And it's very easy to pinch it and like crack it, which is why I didn't want to put this in and out too many times. So now it's in, and hopefully never back out again. So at this point, pretty much everything should be dry enough to handle and put back in the car. So Let's get her assembled. Yo, I literally just put the front bumper back on. Every time I see trim paint, it's the best thing ever. I am telling you, it is the best thing ever. Look at this front bumper. This thing looks brand new. Trim, I love trim paint. I have a shirt with trim paint on it. That's how much I love trim paint. It's so good. It looks so good. Yeah, it's amazing. Also, this looks better than that, so I have to paint those for sure, but I'm just admiring the front bumper. It looks so good. And then also people asking, yes, this is scuffed here on the actual green. Eventually I'll repaint the bumper, probably not anytime soon, but for now, the trim looks good, so, you know, add a little character, you know, a little scuffage, little character there. But the trim's looking money. And the yachting lip, fresh trim paint, definitely the move. Like I said, this will be like the V1 look for the car. Yachting lip, either no side skirts or factory side skirts, and then just painted rear lip. And then I think the car like that will look so good, so clean, so simple. And then once I find the Vortex front lip, Vortex side skirts, will paint match everything. Actually, I'll probably leave the texture up here still, but paint match the entire lip kit, and then that'll be the look for number 2. But right now, I'm happy with this. Super happy with this. So I mentioned a while back, but I have these FK like lower bumper ducts. Now these ones are kind of cracked. This one's got a chip right there, and this one as well is like cracked and kind of beat up. So I wouldn't use these ones, but looking at how this would sit inside here, you can see it'll point perfectly. Well, I don't know if you can see. You can see the duct right there points directly at the intercooler. So to have these down here, definitely the move. I think I'll probably paint match them as well. Paint match or black? Maybe paint match. A lot of people like actually mold them to the bumper, which is kind of cool as well. But for now, we'll just keep those ones, and I'll get another set of these at some point. But we'll toss these in, and then you see it's perfect. Perfect airflow, straight in the core. Now this one, I could go through and like cut these squares out and have that, which would also work. But these look cool. Like I said, it's a nice little like actual like air duct straight in the core. So probably at some point we'll swap these into the car. So at this point, everything's back on the car minus the wiper arms, because I used the blades for Casey's GTI. So I need some new ones. Those will go back on. But other than that, everything's on, and look how good this front end looks. Still have to do the grill, but I ran out of trim paint. But rain tray is done. Engine cover looks phenomenal. Like so good. The green sticking through the trim paint. Absolutely love that touch. Bumper's looking fantastic. It is brand new. So things to still do. Obviously, the grill piece there. We have to do these pieces, door moldings, door handles, and that might be it. In the back here, this is done. Bumper top is done, and lip is done. Oh, and also this. Got to do that. So a handful of things left to do. But I mean, like, this thing looks so good. The cars always look really good, but with new trim, it just makes the car look that much newer. Like this faded stuff right here gives the car such an old, like dated look. And once you have brand new looking trim, it makes the car look so good. So like I said, handful of things to still do. I'm gonna go to the store tomorrow. Hopefully they have trim paint in stock and I get some more and knock out the last 2 pieces. This car's good. That's pissing me off. Okay, I want to find it. I had all 4 of them. I know I did, because I went back to the photos, and at the junker when I first got this car, I had all 4, and now I only have 3, and it's honestly pissing me off. I just want to see, I don't know where it would be though. I had one hanging here. That's back on the car. There's a lot of stuff in here. We have to move soon. I'm just, when you work at a junkyard and you can get parts for so cheap and you have space to just store stuff, I mean, this is what happens. But somewhere in here, I have another hubcap. I mean, it's just a hubcap, but like, I want it. And I want to know where it's at. I think it's up here somewhere. Hello? Hello, hubcap somewhere? Ooh, also, the gas door on the Mark III on the pink Floyd right now is sitting kind of in the rubber stopper. I remember it fell out. Was that right there? No, it's not it. I remember it fell out, and then I went to grab it, and I got distracted, and now I can't find it. It's back here somewhere. That's my graveyard of axles, and then we have clutches, but somewhere back here on the ground. Hold on, we're gonna find it right now. We're gonna find it right now. Ready for this? We're gonna find it right now. I know it fell, and I saw it fall, and I was like, I should grab that. Oh, is that right here? That's not it. Dang it, I had it too. And I was like, all right, pick that up right away. And then I didn't pick it up, and now I don't know where it's at. It's okay. Tomorrow, go to the junkyard. I'll steal it off a Mark III because the other one's just lost somewhere. But I don't know where my hubcap is, and I'm annoyed. It's in this garage somewhere. You know what happened to it? I bet the wife stole it. I know she did. She said, he's got 3 of the 4 or all 4. I'm gonna steal one. 100% what happened. I know she did it. I know she did it. There's so many things in here. Okay, well, I don't know where it went to. I thought I had it. That's irritating. Irritating. Well, I found this. I was looking for this piece. It's part of the 118 engine cover, and I thought I had lost it or I didn't have it at all. I knew I had it. Didn't find a hubcap, but I have this. I didn't paint it yet. But I'm not sure if I want to run this one or not. This is the piece that goes up here in the front. It goes, I want to say, is it on top of that corner or under that corner? I can't tell if that goes on top or under. Maybe it's under. But it sits kind of like that on the front side. Do we want this piece? I'll probably paint it. Just so I can have it as another option. So, front piece, no piece. Actually, I kind of like it because it kind of covers up like this dead space in the front. Like all that stuff is like kind of exposed, and then I put this here, you can kind of see less of it. Yeah, this will go back in. I like this. If you guys haven't noticed already, I am a big fan of engine covers. I just like how they look. Covers it up, nice clean look. Okay, now where is my hubcap? I'm going to find it. When I tear this place apart, I'm going to find it. So it's official. This hubcap is hands down the undisputed champ at hide and seek. I don't know where this thing went to, and there's no reason for it to have left this side of the garage. It's just gone. And if you saw this in the background, it's not these ones. Those are Mark IV from my bore a long time ago. It's not those. There's 4 of those. It's not those. I've been through those ones, but like I've checked up, under, behind, there. Just it's gone. I don't know where it's at. And I'm sure at some point I'll come across it and be really mad because I just found it randomly, but like, I don't know. It's gone. So I don't know. It's gone. You know, I tried the trick. I said, I'm done looking, walked out of the garage, turned right back around, walked into the garage, and still couldn't find it. But almost out of daylight, the Pink Floyd is looking incredible. Trim paint, just, it's too good. Every time I talk about trim paint, someone says, use a heat gun, use this, use that. Listen to me. I'm gonna say it again for like the millionth time. Trim paint is on top. Nothing else gets you, maybe there's something else, maybe. Probably not maybe, but trim paint gets you this beautiful OEM plus looking finish. It doesn't run, it's not too glossy, it's just what you need, okay? It's just what you need, and I love it, and you'll never ever change my mind. Trim paint is on top, hands down. Hands down. It's too good. It's simply too good. All right, let's put this girl away. This car and just send it. Oh, I can't wait. You know, it still blows me away that this car even runs and how far this car has come. Like, I've gotten pretty confident at this point with swaps into the Mark III platform, but like, I don't know, to have a car and just pull everything out of it and slap a whole bunch of new stuff in it and then for it to still work, it's just cool. Like, if you're doing an engine swap, I know it's a big process for your first one. Like when I first did Miley with Greg and we were pulling the 2.0 out, like we just started pulling the engine out, like draining the coolant, like small stuff. And I was like, we could just stop right now, put the coolant back in, plug a few things back in, and the car's still gonna work. But like, to actually just go and yank your engine out of your running car, like it's a lot to actually go through and do. So I mean, like if you're feeling overwhelmed with the swap, trust me, I've been there. Even with the cars that I've done a bunch of these so far, it's still like a big process every single time you do it. So I don't know, stay motivated. You got it. Cause I know a lot of cars, once you pull the engine out, the car dies there. I've seen countless cars they're like, they got big plans for it, pull the engine, and the whole thing just dies. Because like once you pull the engine out, I mean, there's really like endless levels of how far you want to go with the swap. I mean, I do a bunch of stuff with like cleaning the bay, painting the engine, all new parts here and there. But like even just pulling the engine out and putting a new one in, it's still a big process to do. So I don't really know where I was going with this, but if you're doing an engine swap on a Mark III or you're feeling overwhelmed, you got this. Take your time, you got this. But with that, gonna end it off here. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.